Welcome to a new fragrance review. Today we're going to try Cuba Prestige. So, fragrance is in the same bottle as every single Cuba fragrance. You've probably already seen some of them. The atomizer is gold and here's the label. Fragrance bottle looks like this. I think actually the bottle has a different pattern. It looks like crocodile or something like that, but like inverted crocodile. That's pretty much it. Nothing more to show. So let's try the smell. If you're wondering, this is a clone of Amen by Thierry Mugler, and I've tried both of them in consecutive day, and it's really something similar. Picking up some blackcurrant, picking up some citrus. It's hard to say which one. I see there's bergamot, grapefruit, and lemon, but for me it's just some citrus together. Picking up a little bit of lavender, picking up some labdanum, picking up a little bit of cardamom, picking up a little bit of jasmine. That's about it. On my skin, what I'm picking up in the opening, there's a lot of amber and a lot of blackcurrant. It's really the two most powerful note, and as an undertone there's some other notes that I'm picking up. There's some cardamom, some bergamot, some grapefruit, and some lemon. I would say again, I'm able to pick up those notes as specific note, but like over time in the opening, but it's really it's just a mix of all those notes, all those citrus. As it dries down, the blackcurrant and the amber still are the main player. I'm starting to pick up a lot of labdanum and a lot of lavender at that point, and I'm picking up a little bit of rosemary. And in the base, I'm picking up a lot of amber and a lot of labdanum. The blackcurrant had disappeared at that point. Picking up a little bit of cedar, a little bit of vetiver, and a little bit of oak moss. Projection of the fragrance is really good. It was over 6 feet. People were able to smell it, and longevity was pretty good, 7 to 12 hours. So it lasted the whole day on my skin, which is really great. I think it was almost the 12-hour mark when I was wearing it. I think the most it was like 11 hour and a half or 11 hour and like 45 minutes, something like that. It didn't reach the 12-hour mark. It was really close, and for the price of this fragrance, it's just crazy. So since I'm having a sample of Amen, I'm gonna try side by side, tell you the difference. I mean, before I even smell it, I can tell you that cacao note of Amen won't be there in the fragrance in Cuba. There is some depth in Amen. It's well known for its patchouli and cacao notes, and it's really there, really present. There's some syrupiness in Amen with those two notes. It smells like a chocolate syrup, and that's not there in Cuba. I would say Cuba Prestige basically is all the background notes of Amen, and those two notes that make Amen what it is, the cacao and patchouli, are just not there. Also, I'm picking up some honey on Amen, which is not there in Cuba Prestige. So I would say that they're not perfect clone. They are just really similar. I think this is something good for Cuba. They are doing their own thing. Of course, they get inspired by other fragrance, but they don't copy other fragrance. It's not like other brands that try to do their best to be exactly the same. Then they find something good, they make it as they want, and that's all right. That's a great way to do it. Probably also there's a lot of ingredient in the more expensive fragrance that they cannot afford, and it's something that is cheap. Of course, there's some place where they cut in the presentation, like the cap that is like some plastic. There's nothing to hide, like that part of the atomizer. They're cutting price there, but they're probably cutting price in some ingredient also. But still, I think it's a great fragrance for its price. Thinking like the presentation is really good. It was like $11. It's really cheap. Canadian, so it's maybe like $9 US, something like that. So for the complete note breakdown, top notes are blackcurrant, bergamot, grapefruit, and lemon. Heart notes are lavender, cardamom, jasmine, and rosemary. And the base notes are amber, cedar, Labdanum, vetiver, and oak moss. And where would see this fragrance, I think it could be doing a good job as a business fragrance. It's really nice. It's bold. It doesn't smell like overly synthetic. Of course, it doesn't smell like something super natural and super expensive, but it could compare it easily to other well-known designer brand. I would say it's probably better quality smelling than most Hugo Boss that I smelled. And hopefully you're not a fan of Hugo Boss and you don't get angry that I say Cuba is better than them. But I believe it smells more natural than that specific brand. Smell is powerful, strong, will be doing a good job as a business fragrance. The smell is also nice and there's some sweetness to it, especially with the blackcurrant and the amber. And I think the amber these days is a really popular note in dating fragrance. So it will be doing a good job as a dating fragrance also. In the summer winter spectrum, I would see it more toward winter. It's really strong, really powerful. In summer, it might be a bit too heavy. And as an everyday fragrance, I think it has pretty much everything except the style of the fragrance. The smell is a bit loud, a bit sweet, a bit strong. So unless you're having some kind of job where you need to have something loud and strong, I don't think it will be such a good fragrance as an everyday fragrance. Everything else is good though. It will last a whole day, smells good, and it's super cheap. So it will be a good everyday fragrance if it wouldn't be for the fact that it's really not the type of fragrance that will fit in like it's in a work environment, especially an office environment. It's really bold for that kind of fragrance, for that kind of setting. Also, the two places I always think about is a funeral and going to work. I think it will be a bit loud for a funeral. Because, I mean, it's not like insulting or anything. It's not like you're wearing Eros or Sauvage to a funeral, but still, it's not a fragrance I will wear for those kind of occasions. So because of that, I don't think it will be a good fragrance as an everyday fragrance, though everything else makes it good and you could pull it off. And it wouldn't be hard, it's just not that kind of fragrance, according to me. Personally, I think it's really good, especially considering the price. Even not considering the price, it will be really good if it will be some 50 ml bottle for $20 at Shoppers. I would have been really happy to buy it. And even for something more like normal as a price, I think it will be good. But because it's Cuba, it's super cheap. So it's really, really great deal. It's one of the best deal you can have for your money, especially sub $10 or like under $15 if you're in Canada. Probably nothing else than this that's better. Maybe Cuba Gold, but it's just my opinion. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, well, like and share. If you try this fragrance, tell me what you think about it. Also, if you're a fan of Cuba, the fragrance line, tell me which one are your favorites in the comments. So, thanks for watching and see you soon.